Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you guys are interested in seeing more, let's tuck in, grab a snack. If you're interested in reading with me, go ahead and grab a deck and come on back. We'll enjoy our company together. Before I get into the reading, however, I do have a few small housekeeping things to let you guys know about. One, I am going to be including all of my social media links in the description below, so if you want to get in touch with me, you totally can. I have links to my social media, but also my website, so yeah, look in the description for that. Second thing, if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. There was one more thing. Okay, I have it now. I'm also taking commissioned tarot readings. If this is something you would be interested in, please let me know. I am taking commissions at this time. It is totally optional, but you know, the link to the page you need to get that process started is, it is in the description. I'm gonna keep saying it, sure. Again, just let me know what you guys might be interested. Get in touch. I also welcome comments, questions, and concerns. So yeah, there we go. We're going to start, we're going to get into it now. We're going to start with the Daily Crystal by Heather Askinosie. I do want to say just a little gripe about this deck is that they didn't necessarily print, okay, I guess it's okay. I was going to say they didn't necessarily print the text on the cards in dark ink, but I think it's just my camera. I don't have the best setup anyway, but we're gonna worry about that later. So as per my usual, I'm going to read cards from the middle of the deck and the bottom and the top. I'm going to be treating the bottom and the top cards as the hidden energy and the clarifying energy for the bottom card. So let's get into it and see what messages I can bring you today. Also, really quickly, if you found this video just on the off chance, I'm grateful you're here. This reading is meant for you. This reading is for you. So one more shuffle and let's finally get started. First card I have is Aragonite. So you're holding on to a fair amount, and this card is telling you to let it go. It's asking you to let it go. This is so much easier said than done. I realize it's going to be, it might be a challenge, because I've certainly had instances where I've had some things to release that haven't gone away very easily. But yeah, you're being called to let this go. Whatever this baggage is, just leave it at the door. You don't need to carry it inside. So here is Aragonite. Next card we have, we have Iolite. This is asking us to shift our mindset about specifically money, but I'm going to read it, excuse me. I'm going to read this as, what we have to shift our mindsets about our resources, what we are abundant with. Yes, like I said, it specifically mentions money. I don't know if you can see that. But it's time to shift that. I feel like this might be the baggage we're being asked to let go of. And the thought that I just had was that, you know, we are divinely gifted, we are divinely protected, and we have a support system underneath us. So, you know, we're not navigating anything by ourselves. We're never alone. And if your money or your resources have become a trigger, or yeah, let's leave it at trigger. There is help. There's help, even if it isn't in front of our eyes. You know, there is help. There is help. I don't know where to go from that. So here's Iolite. Next card, we have Smoky Quartz. Again, we're being asked to let it go. Is it wrong that I'm thinking Frozen? Sorry. It's become a thing. Anyway, yeah, so it's time to let go. We might be worried about a lot, and there's certainly been a lot on my plate, and at least personally, because certainly this past week has been quite interesting. Again, time to let it go. Again, easier said than done. This is a challenging situation we're coming up against, but this is what we're being called to do. So let's see how, let's see what our hidden energy is and our clarifying energy is, because maybe these two cards can help us understand how best to do this. So let me shuffle really quickly and see what comes up for us. So our hidden energy, ooh, okay, it's labradorite. So we have the opportunity to see the magic, right? There's the buzz line right there. Once we let go of our baggage, once we leave it at the door, once we can find a sense of peace and stability for ourselves, we're gonna do just fine. There's some magic around us, certainly helping us through this situation. Let's try this. Certainly through this situation here, with, you know, whatever this this thing with your resources is. There's a lot that we can do with the magic around us, and we have it in us to solve. We have it in us to understand and appreciate the issues we're having, but we also know what we need to do to leave it alone. Just let it go, right? Point in me saying this is that we have what it takes to let it go. So see the magic. That was the hidden energy. The clarifying energy is, this is garnet, and it's asking us to ignite our passions. So I feel like there is kind of a journey to these cards, and it generally my readings end up feeling like that for the most part. But we've had a situation where we are being, you know, we're being called to let go of a lot, because there's been a lot of, you know, let it go. This is no coincidence we've had two cards saying let it go, release, right? Because something to do with your energetic or tangible or monetary resources is holding you back, and you're not going to get anywhere. You know, you're so here, you know, there's a blinder on where this is concerned, and you're being asked to take it off, because you are not seeing the magic of your situation right now. You have so many opportunities and so many things to start looking for and seeing and appreciating. Once you let go, once you take that blinder off of your eyes, you'll start seeing the magic in your space. You'll start seeing your own personal magic, which is just so cool to me to think about, that you have what it takes to not only change your situation and to work through your challenges of this situation, but make something good come of it. You totally can. It might not seem obvious how, but I have a feeling you will. I have a feeling you will. And the way to do that is to get in touch with what makes you a passionate, wonderful, amazing human being, right? Yes, we're finite, we have an end, we have a start, but it's not about when you start and when you finish. It's about how you've made the most of your in-between time. What are those 3 dots in the middle? What's that ellipses talking about? What are you passionate for? What are you making? What are you making in the world around you? I think there's some interesting things to that. But only you know how to make your own magic. Only you know what lights you up, what gets you out of bed. So, yeah. So there's Garnet. I should say, I'm making all of this releasing and letting go sound easy. It's not. I know it's not, because I've been called to do the same thing. And I also want to say that I'm feeling compelled to say that if you are having any troubles in your mental health, please know that I know what that feels like. And, I get there because I said, what gets you passionate, what ignites that, what gets you out of bed. Sometimes life just doesn't give that to you right away. And it's like, what's the point of even trying? Trust me, I get there too. I know it's not easy to get that, but that's exactly what you're being called to let go of. So, okay, all right. Thank you for that message. We're going to move on. I'm going to treat this next portion of the reading as a clarifier for that energy, because we are being called to let go. How best can we do that? Before I get into the cards, though, I want to just say we're going to be using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot by Mary Hanson-Roberts. But this deck is actually really special to me because this is the first deck I ever bought. I have had a couple of decks gifted to me, but over the years I've mostly bought my own tarots. And this was the first one that I actually did. So, yeah, we're gonna get into some of this. Excuse me. I'm really excited to see what messages come out for us. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate having you here, and hopefully this message is resonating with you. So again, we shuffled, except that I got the King of Rods coming out first, the King of Wands. Again, something's growing, something's blooming, as you can see by the flower on the staff here. Again, this character is passionate. This character they've got a lot of spark, they've got a lot of light. They know how to use that light to make things happen. I think, I'm also seeing a lot of fire energy here because rods or wands are associated with fire. And I think the kind of the dark side just generally of the suit of rods or the suit of wands is that depending on where you are in the sequence of cards, you have either a very small burning ember or a raging fire. And the King of Rods, the King of Wands, is someone who knows how to let the fire burn, but burn in a way that is still manageable. I get there because I generally treat kings and the high court cards, like the queens, kings and queens, as the authoritative figures. Yes, that's obvious. But they're authoritative in the way that allows them to stay in touch with their emotions, but know how to stay in touch with their sense of order. Also, this King of Rods, I'm not going to say they're aggressive. They know what's up. They know what's up. They know how to take their fire and let it burn in a controlled manner. So that is the King of Rods. That's the first card. Again, we're talking about a passion that we have. And again, what gets us out of bed in the morning. Like I said, sometimes that's easier said than done, and I fully appreciate that. So let's see how we can help our King of Rods let their fire burn manageably. We also have the Five of Pentacles. So interestingly enough, this is asking us to ask for help. Ask for help. It's there. You don't have to stay out in the cold. You don't have to be destitute emotionally, or sometimes maybe that is actually physically. I'm really sorry if that if you find that resonating. But help is there. Help is available to you. You don't have to go it alone. Like I've said before, you have a support system. You are divinely protected and divinely guided, and it is going to be okay. Whether you believe me right now or not, it is going to be okay. But you have to ask for help. Sometimes it is sometimes it's a little discomforting to have to do that. And I'm saying that as a personal experience because I don't like asking for help. I like being independent and doing things on my own. Sometimes, you gotta swallow your pride and just ask for help, because no one goes it alone. So that is the Five of Pentacles. Third card from the middle, we have the Star. Okay, we have a lot of light, a lot of hope. We have a way of navigating the darkness, because there's certainly some pain that we've been experiencing that has put a blindfold over our eyes, and we don't see things. Sometimes we just have to get up and go in spite of the darkness around us. If we look up, if we're just looking down here, of course all we're going to see is darkness. Of course all we're going to feel is loneliness, because we don't see that we have a light and a way of getting through that dark, weird, strange tunnel. Just keep an eye on the stars. What we didn't have. I lost my train of thought on that. I'm gonna move on, but here we have the star. So we have a light in the darkness. All right, those are our cards from the middle. Let's see what else we can do. I'm gonna pull our hidden energy and our clarifier energy. We'll probably call it quits unless I'm feeling compelled to pull more cards. So the card on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So here's someone fierce. Here's someone smart. Here's someone who has a lot of brains in their head. Pardon me. They know what's up too. Like I said, the queens and the kings are their authority figures. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call this energy a soft energy. And I say that because I always equate kings with more, again, not necessarily aggression, but like firm. They're firm. The kings are firm in their desires and what they want. Whereas the queens are, yes, they might be firm in their desires and wants as well, but they're more about using intuitive feelings to get to their end goal. And again, I'm getting the magician and the high priestess energy coming through as well for the kings and queens. In respect to the Queen of Swords, this character knows what they want. They intuitively have a plan forward, and they're gonna move on it. The thing you have to understand with the queen is that, yeah, they're smart and they know what's up, and they'll probably call you on your BS if you're not, if you're trying to BS them, right? It's gonna be okay. You know what's up. You have a plan forward. If you're resonating with this Queen of Swords energy, you might not know details of your plan just yet, but you're seeing a path forward, and it might be dim, it might be a little bit murky, but you have a way of cutting through that darkness and going through. And this character has a sword. Interesting thought here for you guys. If you know your tarot, usually the suit of swords are associated with air and thusly intelligence. What I'm fascinated by, or what the iconography and the card is showing me, is that this character is protected. And, especially this character is probably wearing, if not, I'm going to treat that as a cloth, because I don't truly know what that is. But they're also wearing a helmet. So mentally, this character is protected. Physically, this character is protected. No, they don't see the path forward. This path is dark. But they have a light through, and they're protected, and they're ready to go. So whatever this energy looks like for you, you got it. You can move on it. You can move on it because you have help, and you know that even though the path is murky, you can move on it. So that is the Queen of Swords. Ooh, yes. Here's our end goal, 10 of Cups. We have, I got excited on it, but we have the 10 of Cups. We have abundance, love, stability, peace. We've made it. We've done the work. We've let everything go. We're taking the path forward, and this is our end goal. Breathe. You know what? If you made it to this point in your journey, in your life, you should be so proud of yourself, because you've done some work. You've been through some things, and you have done your work, but you have been protected the whole way through. You've had a support system for your journey, because you haven't gone it alone. Whether you believe in angels or spirit guides or what have you. Gorgeous ending to this reading. This has been a bit of a heavy reading, but here's your goal. Here's your end game, my friend. If this is for, you know, if this is resonating with you, I am so proud of you, because you've done the work to achieve this, and it is well deserved. It is well deserved. So there's our clarifier energy. Here's our final card of the reading. Thank you for watching through. If you have made it this far, I love you and appreciate you so much. I do hope this helps. And if you would like to see more, you know what buttons to click and where to go if you want to keep in touch. So thank you so much for viewing, guys. I love you. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye, everybody.